Hey, what's happening? This is Tom, NerdRemix.com. As promised, some more comic coverage. Now, everything in this category doesn't fall into the horror thing per se, but some very cool, very well-drawn comics. And let's get into it, shall we? Wizard World Columbus, about a month ago, I hooked up, I actually stopped at their table because they had some very badass stuff, including a Columbus exclusive cover that I should have bought, and I'm still kicking myself for not buying, and I'll get to that later. But Zenescope Entertainment, some very cool stuff. They had lots of big-breasted young women on their cover, so that catches your eye right away. And it turns out they had some very cool stuff. They were nice enough to send me some review stuff. Some of it I've gotten to, some of it I haven't, and a nice PDF format. So let's delve right in. They do the Charm series. My 16-year-old likes those. She's been buying them at the local comic shop, and she really digs that. So anyway, let's get into the stuff that's, into the horror people, the fantasy people, the stuff like that. First up is Sleepy Hollow #1. I'm glad I jumped in on this. Very cool cover art. It's bam right there. And very cool alternate covers on that too. It's the familiar Sleepy Hollow story, Ichabod Crane, with a very modern twist, is what I can tell so far, involving some college students, and that's what's really cool about this. A familiar story with a new twist, a nice, unique twist. So it feels familiar yet brand new, which is a theme that runs through all of these comics. But Sleepy Hollow #1, I'm definitely hooked on a story. I want to see what happens next. Nice cliffhanger ending, great writing, amazing artwork on the cover and throughout the panels in the book proper. So definitely check that out. That's going to be streeting from Zenescope Entertainment. Check your local comic shop or go to Zenescope.com, where you'll find all these titles, and I'll repeat that again later, and I'll probably put it right here. So yeah. Anyway, next up, they sent me Godstorm issue 0 and issue 1. Now this is kind of a Greek mythology thing, but kind of a different take, a different story arc with it, and it really works for me. Some very cool art. You'll recognize your familiar Greek gods if you're familiar with that already, and it's not in a cheesy Clash of the Titans type way. This really works well for me, and I think it'll work well for you. Very intriguing storyline. Like I said, when I was done with #0, I was ready to delve into #1, so definitely check that out. That's going to be streeting soon with alternate covers and whatnot. Bam. Yeah, check that out. You'll definitely enjoy it. Very well written comic, very rich, and very, dare I say, intellectual for a comic book. I was pleasantly surprised. Up next is something that I really thought was cool. The Grimm Fairy Tales. They do a lot of different offshoots of that. And this is the Halloween special. Now, like I said, they sent me the PDF version with this. I researched this a little bit, and there is a very cool steampunk comic shop cover that is really, really fucking badass, and I'm sure both of them are limited. But if you see one at your comic shop, snatch it up and send it to me. That would be nice. You guys should send me gifts. You never do. Anyway, three teenage girls, nubile. Yeah, these guys know how to draw hot chicks at this company. They go to a haunted cornfield, and therein they swap different haunted stories, kind of a whole Tales from the Crypt vibe, but a lot better drawn than EC stuff, quite frankly. And like I said, impeccable art, great writing. I'll have to write down more of these guys' names when I fill you in on the next issues of this stuff, provided to keep them coming. There was 3 stuff that looked really cool that I did not get to. The Alice in Wonderland hardcover, I'm assuming contains, it probably doesn't drop me right in the middle of something, so I'm kind of stoked to check that out. And then they sent me the Grimm Giant size Grimm Fairy Tales, so I'm definitely going to check that out, because from what I've seen at the Godstorm and the Halloween special, I definitely want to see more of the Grimm Fairy Tales stuff. And then there's also a Grimm Universe #1, which is some more, I'm assuming, offshoot stories of the Grimm Fairy Tales, which man, like I said, these guys are doing great stuff at taking familiar stuff and putting a new twist on it, a new modern twist, a new sexy twist, if you can find comic book sexy. And once you see some of the artwork in this stuff, you will. It pops. It's great, and definitely check it out. Check out anything from Zenescope Entertainment, because I've seen some really cool stuff from these guys. Everything I've seen from it has been pretty badass, and I think you'll enjoy it. Also, like I mentioned earlier, when I went to Wizard World Columbus, they had an exclusive Robin Hood cover, which is one of their Grimm Fairy Tales characters, I'm assuming. They had a Columbus Comic Con exclusive cover that was just amazing, and I'm kicking myself in the ass for not picking one up. They have them on the website for $14.99. Feel free to buy one of those and send it to me, because you guys should send me gifts, because I do these videos for you so I can tell you about cool comics. And definitely look for that, and I'm definitely want to see some Robin Hood stuff. And I'm using the word definitely a lot, so I sound like fucking Rain Man. But these guys are doing some badass work. Everything I've checked out from them, I've enjoyed the writing. I've really enjoyed the artwork. Some of them rise above a little more than others, and like I said, I'm just getting into these, so I'm just scratching the surface of what these guys have to offer. And hey, Zenescope guys, if you're watching this, definitely keep the PDFs coming, and I'll keep the videos coming, because as long as I like it, I'm gonna pimp it. You guys know that. I'm like that about movies, actors, directors, and now comics. If I like it, I'm going to push it. And anything you've heard me mention here today, I would definitely recommend. Go to your comic shop, buy this stuff, make it a success, and that way we get more. All right, Zenescope Entertainment, Zenescope.com. You can buy all this stuff. Friend them on Facebook. They're always posting art and stuff. And man, you got to check out some of these alternate covers. I'm stoked. I mean, my bank account could be dwindling soon if I start buying this stuff. So check it out, guys. I'm Tom, and as promised, this is more comic coverage. What more do you need? I keep giving you videos at least every week and a half, so next time we'll delve into more. Hopefully we'll get some more Fatale updates. We'll get some more of the Aspen comic stuff, and hopefully we'll have more Zenescope stuff. And I'm knee deep into the comic stuff, man. Next time it'll be balls deep. I'm Tom, NerdRemix.com. Support horror comics. Thanks.
Huge cloud of shit. Wow. God, I think I smell it. Come on, let's go.